Good and late, as usual, stream to all of you. I'm streaming today mostly out of spite, more than anything else. So I didn't stream yesterday due to my complete uselessness at working in an orderly fashion, unfortunately. Long story short, I fucked up something yesterday and didn't realize until about an hour ago, and in trying to fix it, I just broke a bunch of other shit, and I might as well just stream, keep the couple of things that I can actually get to work quickly, and then the other stuff I'll just do at some other point. I added a couple of iris shapes. It isn't looking quite right. If you notice, the iris doesn't match exactly the rotation of the eyeball. That is what I fucked up, essentially. And so I've gotten it mostly working again, but it's not tracking the right way I wanted it to. But yeah, working against the flow of the program so much, I chose to download AutoCAD so I can actually know the exact positions of the vertices that I'm trying to get for the rotation of the eye in the right places. And it's just constantly giving me grief. The fucking program, I think, has bugs as well with rounding errors, where there's some like zero divisions happening when two vertices match. And at some points it just breaks, and I don't know exactly why it is. But man, it is really activating my almonds. Something fierce. The writing is hard to parse, like the scribbles of a child. Hello, hi, I just want to leave here, okay? Yeah, don't think I can do much about it anymore. So yeah, you can stay, I guess. I don't know. You seem friendly enough. Victor! You came back! Holy shit, you know rescue mission after you getting kidnapped by your router? Shaking your head. Look, listen, I've been trying to be as non-parasocial as possible. Well, in one occasion I did get a bit parasocial, and I looked you up on Google, and I did see that you were playing Solitaire Collection, so I assumed that you were indeed out of internet for the time being. But I'm glad you're back, man. Oh, he's stalking me. Is it stalking when it's a person you care about? It's more like looking you up. Not stalking. Doesn't count if it's in a loving manner, right? I tell that to myself very often, at least, so I'm gonna keep believing it. I made a couple of things that it does, if I can remember the inputs, which I don't. There we go. So, I made it's basically the same thing as the old one, but it has now this weird transformation that is working about as well as I can get it to. Absolutely disgusting. Thank you. I tried to get it as gross as possible, but it isn't quite at the level of grossness I think I can accomplish. Hi, Turmoil, by the way. It's Xi Jinping. No, it is similar. I think he's also he was also Asian, but he is Boris Yeltsin, the first premier of the Russian Federation after the fall of the Soviet Union. It was a shitty in-joke. But yeah, Victor, look at this shit that I did. I added a bleep button for when I swear too much, which is a thing I tend to do a bit, so that I can just, if I feel the need to say the word, it just bleeps me. That would be useful on Nine Souls. Yeah, Nine Souls was a swear-heavy game, wasn't it? Yeah, the game is basically, I don't know if you know, there's this little collaborative fiction thing called the SCP Foundation. Pretty famous back in the day, you know, the SCP articles. They're little, you know, short stories that are like horror scenarios, right? Like items that don't match the laws of reality, whatever. And there's one particular tale in that website called When Dawn Breaks. It's a pretty famous one. So yeah, there's this one tale in the SCP Foundation. Oh, look how cute he looks. He does look kind of cute, doesn't he? And that tale in particular talks about basically the end of the world, where one day the sun just comes out wrong and starts melting people into blobs of flesh, turning everyone the light touches into a blob of flesh that they just combine together into this great monstrosity, Gestalt type consciousness. It's a pretty good story if you want to read it. And so it reminded me a lot of it because the setting of this game is very similar in that the world has ended, as far as I can tell, and anything that looks at the outside turns into some eldritch horror, and you're stuck inside your apartment building and you have to survive. It's more than just looking at it. Well, yeah, I guess looking at the representations of the outside as well and all that crap. basically turns you into a monster. Also may or may not make you lose your sanity. Some people don't, some people do. And yeah, you're stuck inside and you gotta figure out what is going on and try and survive. That is the gist of the game. What's my favorite design so far in this game? Ooh, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. What enemies have made me go, that's pretty cool. You know the mother with the teeth at the beginning? There's that mother, that teethful mother or whatever, you know, the mother with the teeth that is completely covered in teeth. I love the teeth stuff. Eyes don't really do it for me much, but teeth do give me the heebie-jeebies. So I guess the mother I really like. I don't know, I gotta keep thinking about it. Speaking of body horror, have you played Those Who Remain? No, not really. I've really been feeling in a horror game mood as of late, so I'll probably play a few other games. I wanted to play Control. It seems like it also has a lot to do with the SCP Foundation, and it's been on my list of games that I need to play for fucking years by this point. Control is so fucking good, yeah, that's what I've heard. Oh yeah, also Alan Wake, who I think has the same director, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know much about the Alan Wake thing. I thought it was related to Fear of the Dark. No, not Fear of the Dark. What was the name of the other game that I keep getting confused with? Alone in the Dark. But I haven't really gotten around to playing it. But yeah, I also want to try that one out because it seems interesting. I know there's that one thing they showed in E3, not E3, some kind of games conference. What other games? Oh, I want to play through upgrading all the weapons. For the achievement was kind of meh, but the combat is just amazing. Yeah, I gotta try. I really gotta try it. I feel like it would be right up my alley. I also got Resident Evil to test. Resident Evil 3, which is the one of the remakes I haven't played through, and I really want to get along to playing it. Yeah, that's another horror game I want to test. There we go. So yeah, that's about it. All the games I can, from the top of my head, talk about that I want to play after this. And anime figure, a collectible actually, says the description. Very good dialogue and writing in general. This game really good. The characters, for the most part, I've loved every single one of, which is a rarity for me, honestly. Generally don't care much about the writing quality of games, but this one really makes me engage with it a lot better than a vast majority of games I play. So Oblivion 6 crashes when going through the menu tabs too fast. Lovely. Well, I mean, it is a Bethesda release. I don't know what you would expect out of a Bethesda release. I haven't looked into it much. I just know the news. Is it still being made in, or is it still made in the, what's the Game Maker engine? Whatever, the fucking insanely old engine that they still fucking use for whatever reason after, what, 15, 16 years now? Todd Howard said it just works. Well, it technically just works. It barely just works. He just said the loud part loud and the quiet part quiet, as he should have. But yeah, he just muttered it just barely works. Yeah, I don't know. I'm completely tapped out on Bethesda games, unless they fucking suddenly manage to bat it out of the park, which is something I'm certainly not expecting anymore, considering the track record they've been having for the last, 10 years? I don't know what the last great game they made is. I didn't hate Fallout 4, so I guess Fallout 4, but a lot of people didn't like Fallout 4, so I'm not even sure I can count that. I guess Skyrim, maybe? But even then, I don't feel like it has aged all that well, to be honest. I don't know, it's been a while since I last played it, and I haven't played it without mods for even a longer time. Well, not even a longer time, but it has been a good long while since I last played Skyrim. So I don't even know, there's a lot of stuff I remember from it that, in retrospect, kinda sucked. Like the combat, for example, it was incredibly bare bones, especially now that the Souls-like whole, the general Souls-like combat mechanics have really been incorporated into many other games. Both Souls-likes and the Batman, I don't know if it was Batman the first game to have it, but the Batman games, also have been not inspirational, but they've had a lot of weight, I think, in combat systems for at least an amount of games. I don't know if a lot of them, honestly. I don't play that many mainstream games. I'm a bit of a connoisseur. Indiana Jones was a 10 out of 10 for you. Indiana Jones was Bethesda? No, Indiana Jones was id, right? No, Arcane. I don't know. But yeah, I would agree with you. Indiana Jones was pretty fucking good. I mean, for what I expected, at the very least, it was insanely good. But I don't know if it's Bethesda, mainline Bethesda that made Indiana Jones. Might be, I don't know. I know they mean Wolfenstein, which I'm actually very excited for, but I'm I don't know. They don't go into the same bag. There's the like, Todd Howard, the Todd Howard taint that gets spread around more than the Bethesda taint. So I don't know. Maybe there's like two different teams or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the teams were up there, but I don't know. I'm certainly cautious about anything that Bethesda is actually like well known for. Hold on, I'm curious. I don't know who made. Hold on for a second. Who made Indiana Jones? Was it not Arcane? Oh yeah, if you look up Indiana Jones, you just get Indiana Jones the fucking films, don't you? Indiana Jones game on the Great Circle. That's the game. Machine Games? Is Machine Games Bethesda? Cinemax. And what is Cinemax? Oh, Cinemax is like, okay. So I think it's the other way around. Cinemax, yeah, Cinemax seems to, I don't know, from what I'm reading here, Cinemax contains Bethesda and Machine Games. So I guess it's it's Cinemax that owns Bethesda and the Wolfenstein games devs and Indiana Jones. So it's not the same bag. There's the like proper Bethesda, I guess, which does completely fuck up games every time they try. Honestly, I don't know. I'm too biased maybe against Bethesda because it's been disappointing. Well, not even disappointing me. It's just like been so predictable that anything they make would just be mediocre at best, honestly. Like, I haven't played Starfield, but from all people whose opinion I respect, at least, it has been mostly just like, it's okay. It is just very fucking boring, but it isn't egregious in any particular way. Keep forgetting. Well, not forgetting, just getting distracted. I need to go for the... Oh, yeah, I need to kill Tickle. God damn it, I don't want to kill Tickle. He was a nice little fella. Hi, Tickle. Hey, it's my block bug buddy. You doing okay? God, my voice is fucked today. I can't really do the sharp voice anymore. Do you need anything? I'm a simple tick. I don't need much. Just endless rivers of blood and some good friends to enjoy it with. If blood isn't what you like, you can bring bones or fat or whatever it is you humans eat. Is it grass? You guys eat grass, right? I do not eat grass. Well, I can, but can you stop biting that? Do I really have to kill you? I can't do that. It's my main supply. It tastes awful, but there's no other good source of blood nearby. I'm a growing boy. I need it. Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna try and beat the typewriter guy because it really does feel like there's a better way that doesn't involve killing this. I was gonna say beautiful creature. Maybe the term would be nice creature for sure. He's friendly, if not good to look at, I guess. So according to the wiki, the last game from Bethesda Studios was The Elder Scrolls Blades for mobile devices. Yeah, that is about as I would expect from Bethesda at this point. Yeah, I don't know. I'm for me to really gain some trust back, they'd need to renew, like, switch the fucking engine once and for all. Because it's been an aging engine for, God, like a good 10 years now. Like, it was an old engine by the time Fallout 4 came out, and that was like, what, 2014? So 11 years ago. And it's not aged any better. The lighting is atrocious. The bugs. I don't even know if it's a Bethesda issue or if it was a game engine issue. That it is so buggy. Before that was Starfield in 2023, which is okay, I guess. Basically, spatial Skyrim. Yeah, that's about as much as I heard. It is Skyrim, but in space, and it is nothing you haven't seen, in Fallout and or Skyrim in general. Because the one thing that might have dragged me back would be the space combat, maybe. But even then, the space combat wasn't, as far as I can tell. Again, I haven't played it myself, but I have it in good conscience that it kind of sucks. Yeah, and so yeah, I'm just waiting to see if anything incredible happens, and it actually happens or manages to be good. But I'm not holding out much hope. But it's not like I want it to be bad. It's just that I don't expect it to be good. There you go. And then I guess pick up the cockroach so that I can add it to my collection. Wait, Bethesda made a drag racing for the PS2 in 2006 and 2004? Maybe, I don't know. Probably. Like literal drag racers or just drag type cars. Just driving in a straight line doesn't seem terribly fun as a game mechanic. It seems like incoherent rambling, just complete nonsense. Oh, did I write this then? Is it me? Is it meant to be like a representation of myself? Well, I write a bit more coherently than I speak, but boy howdy, do I not speak right. A kitsch. Holy shit, a kitsch. Kitsch lamp. That's about as good as I'm gonna get that to come out of my mouth. Ichra Drag Racing, for the time it was released, seems pretty good, not gonna lie. Basically what would have got on mobile in 2018. Well, that's not high praise for me, but I guess it depends. I'm not really a mobile gamer. You know, I'm a bit of an aficionado to games. You know, I'm a bit of a connoisseur, as I very often say. So you know, I don't really know much about phone games. What was the last game I played in phone? Well, there's that Morse code game, I guess, that I've been playing. Yeah, well, I'm a bit of a connoisseur. It's not really much of my personality anyway. Hunter Biter this time. Oh, you found your favorite thing about Spain and anti-tourism posters and such. Oh yeah, it's really been gaining speed as of the last like couple of years, honestly. Especially in the Canary Islands, because they're not a particularly rich area and they kind of live exclusively through tourism, and basically the whole island consists in Brits coming. I mean, we don't call them Brits, we call them giddies coming along. European, not just Brits, but any kind of like real pasty white European that gets burned very easily. You know, they're well known for being constantly sunburned, pretty fat, pretty old. You know, Barry 63 type guys, and yeah, that's basically their whole deal. They come in and they treat the island as if they fucking own it, and the locals are pretty annoyed at it because not only they have to live kind of poor living conditions already, but they also get to fucking experience the most annoying fucking tourism. The Canary Islands is like the first thing you think of as a Brit. I guess, I don't know, I'm not a Brit myself, but the first thing you think about when it comes to tourism. And yeah, they get fucking annoying for sure. And the locals don't get any like benefits from them because they're all, you know, they're all working shitty jobs as tourist attendants or like mostly host stuff, you know, like restaurants or hotels, etc., which doesn't really trickle down from, or you don't get much money no matter how good the tourism is going for the season. So yeah, now there's a lot of anti-tourists all around the place. Anti-tourist propaganda, you know, tourists go home, etc., etc. It's also a problem, I guess, in... Let me play while I fucking talk about this. I don't think it should be that hard to do. Even in Madrid, which has also been, again, especially as of late, been really fucked over by a ton of tourist houses, not tourist houses, but flats that are bought and used as rental homes for tourism, which allows people to sell, to really rack up the prices for the, it's a lot more profitable to do, of course, because if you're renting a house for a week, you don't care to pay €3,000 for the week. But that is also really constraining prices, especially in the center of Madrid, which is terrible considering how expensive renting is already. Don't even talk about buying houses, god. And so yeah, it's really spreading around fast. But yeah, it's mostly the islands that it started from. Madrid coming in 2026, and it will only make it worse for sure. I mean, it will be mostly the car fucking, the people having to withstand insanely loud cars going around them. Well, actually, I think they're setting it up in IFEMA, which is usually like, it's like the fair. It's the area where they set up more festival type shit, which probably will mean it isn't as populated. Still, it ended up coming off the pocket of the taxpayer, and it'll probably not be very beneficial in general. The track is a certified Spanish circuit. Have you seen it? No, I haven't really seen much of it. I just get just look at the news every so often. Something comes up either on the news or on some like comedy program podcast that I might watch, which usually tend to be fairly left leaning, so they make a lot of fun of this whole, I mean, it's not that they're against Formula One per se, it's that they're against the fucking insane amount of, basically the president of the community is a fucking very Trumpy type girl, so a woman, I guess, not really a girl anymore. A lot of corruption going on as well, or presumed corruption. Unmute the game, there we go. And there's something playing in the background, which you can't hear. Ah, I left the music playing. That's right. There we go. So yeah, at least I think they managed to not make it in the middle of a fucking populated area like Monaco, which will at least, there'll be no noise complaints from the neighbors, even if the tourism situation might get a bit worse and might not be recuperable. This high speed left into a right square turn is horrendous. Horrendous in a bad way or in a Oh, it's horrendous how cool it is. Into a right square. Okay, so left into a high speed left into a right square turn. So you gotta like really slam on the brakes, right? Yeah, it sucks like in Valencia and Catalunya. Beautiful Portuguese spelling of Catalunya. Yeah, the only well-known turn, I guess, I know is the one from Monaco, the roundabout they go through, which is like, I don't know how emblematic it is, but it's certainly the only one I remember as a notorious place. The hunter bided his time. He knew his patience would be rewarded. Maybe Soul drained the draft, I guess. I don't know. You'll probably get some health out of it. You just got back from a shower and you're still at this boss? Well, I'll have you know, mister, I completed the game and decided to go for a second go about of it. And the dev called me because he'd never seen a game being completed so well and so quickly. And, told me he would give me all of the profits from the game. Also let me fuck his wife. So real, you know it. I would never lie like that. True. Yeah, Victor is not being held hostage. I don't have, I didn't send a photo of his of the door to his house to him, and now I'm threatening. I mean, I'm not doing that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not, threatening to stay here so that I've got a bit of company to watch me play the games and stroke my ego a bit. Wow, you're so good at this video game. I mean, I'm good at all video games. I'm the quintessential gamer, they call me. So, don't want to brag too much, but yeah, I am. I played a game or two. The visitor responds to those who observe it. You must gather witnesses to its form. Artifacts that hold the visitor's image, bring them to us. Oh, how was Easter? I don't know what Spanish Easter holidays is like. I don't know, they're pretty normal, I guess. The only different thing from any other holiday is mostly the processions, I guess. That we like bring a bunch of like religious sculptures or whatever and drive them around or haul them around. Aside from that, in general, it's just like there's some partying going on, I guess. And well, actually, this might you can probably pinpoint my town from this, but it's pretty funny, so I'm gonna tell it anyway. It's not like I have much to hide anyway. There's this in my town, in particular, copious amounts of chocolate. Well, there's a few eggs, I guess. Well, hold on for a second. So we do this thing. We call it the Judas. Or Judas, I don't know, it's a religious thing. How Judas is really disliked because he's Judas and all that crap. So we do this tradition where we hoist a papier-mâché type sculpture of someone that has been famous in that year for generally a bad reason. For example, back in the day we did one with Tiger Woods, when the whole Tiger Woods being a cheater thing. Isn't this a really popular thing? You burn straw that look like people. Well, that might be done somewhere else, but we don't do that. We're less nuanced about it in our town. We just chuck stones at it. I hope it isn't working like that anymore, but we also used to put, well, again, I say we as a not royal we, but we as in my town. I don't fucking engage, don't relate me to any of this shit, okay? I think it's fucking disgusting what I'm about to talk about in particular, or is disgusting, which is we used to put, or they used, I hope used is the right term, I don't know if they keep doing it anymore, animals in a bunch of pots by the sides of the Judas. We call it the Judas because it's meant to represent Judas. And in the last Sunday of Easter, they I didn't do any of this shit, okay? Chuck stones at the doll until I don't know exactly what happens at the end of it, but I guess they feel like they've had enough. And there's set pots with the animals within them, which are meant to be targeted as well, so that the animals get freed, quote unquote freed. They also get stoned in the process, but animals, I mean like doves and chickens and all that crap. Pretty gross shit. And now that I'm talking about it out loud, considering this isn't a thing everyone's known for most of their life as it has for me, so it's become a bit normalized. But yeah, it is pretty fucking gross. And so yeah, I hope they don't do that anymore. They did it like 5-8 years ago, which is the last time I was in attendance. Again, I didn't partake in the throwing of the stones. And yeah, that is basically the extent of the event. Oh, so that is what that is. I saw one of Trump. They were just straight shooting the doll. Well, shooting is a bit too civilized. Anything that requires more than stuff you could find in the forest is too complex for us. We need more. At least in same small town holiday. Yeah. I know, right? We have a character, Lupas. we called him, because he wore glasses. That's why we called him Lupas. Lupa means magnifying glass. So we called him a Lupas because the fucking idiot couldn't see well, was born with poor eyesight, looking like an intellectual out there. And in order to make himself look like less of an intellectual, I guess, I don't know why he did it, he fucked a goat. And I'm not joking. Like, there's literally a famous video of the man fucking a goat. Why did this happen? I couldn't tell you. Never met the guy, but I can say in with pretty good confidence that video exists. A lot of drug addiction. Yeah, that's less funny. If you have a weird sense of humor, I guess might also be funny. But there's a bunch of like drugs, and then poor people being miserable and being addicted to drugs, and a whole lot of other bullshit. Again, I'm very detached in general from the town. I don't live in it, or don't live in like the town itself. I live in more the outskirts. I probably should say more village than town. Hold on, he did it in public. Well, there's, again, I haven't seen the video myself. I have it in pretty good conscience that there is a video of the guy doing it, so I would assume he did it on public. But no, it seems to be more of a I bet you won't dare fuck this goat. What? You said I won't dare fuck a goat? Well, who do you take me for? And shit ensued, and weird shit ensued by all meanings of the word weird. So yeah, my school, I mean, I have a bunch of other stories about my school back in the day. Certified countryside town, yeah, for sure countryside town. Which is, it's weird because we're not that far away from civilization. We do live in the mountains, but it's like an hour away from Madrid, which you would expect not to be that detached from reality and culture in general. But no, it really isn't. Well, I mean, there's also the class. Oh, hold on, I can show you this actually. The classic. I don't know if you've ever seen a procession. There was actually, I don't know if the game. The Penitent, was it? I don't remember the name of the game itself. It was made by Spanish devs, and it takes a lot of inspiration from Catholic lore and culture. Hold on, let me try and remember the name of it. Blasphemous, that's the fucking game. There we go. Okay, well, so here we have it. If you're American, you might be a bit weirded out by this. I don't think there's any relation with the Ku Klux Klan, but there is... that's how they dress, seemingly. I don't know exactly what the story is about the whole. So yeah, you have these people, we call them the procesionarios or penitentes, or it depends, I guess. But they like to dress like this, with like, fucking Christ, with little pointy hats. Sometimes they're purple, more than blue, which is usually, more than white, which is a bit better. Sometimes they're black, they're usually barefoot. They sometimes also flagellate or self-flagellate. Fun stuff, and this is a procession. They usually they hold the big sculptures of the Christian stuff. And so yeah, it is a weird thing that many an American I've had contact with has told me, hey, what in the actual name of the fuck is that? I mean, I know it has been stopped largely by now, but back in the day, at least, in Christmas as well. Well, in there you use KKK when something is mildly funny. Yeah, I think I've seen that as well. But that's a bit more comprehensible as a cultural thing. It's like you have the whole fucking 9 miles, god damn it, 9 yards about the insane. Yeah, what I was talking about, by the way. I don't know if you have this in Brazil. I would assume you at least know of them, given your I mean, a bit of the cultural origin of Brazil is also like tied to Portugal in a way or two, at least. In Christmas, in Spain, this has changed a bit over the years, but usually the bringing of gifts isn't performed by... But yeah, in Christmas, the giving of the gifts isn't done by by Santa, like Santa Claus, as it is in, as far as I can tell, most of the world. It is done by the 3 wise men, or the 3 wise kings, as we call them here. There's Melchior, Gaspar, and Balthasar, which in the hit anime Neon Genesis Evangelion, the 3 supercomputers that the Nerve agency uses are named after Melchior, Gaspar, and Balthasar, the 3 wise men. Anyway, one of them, Balthasar, is canonically black. He's a black man. Spain hasn't always had a ton of like black people in there. So what they chose to do back in the day, which I can, I guess, justify a bit more, is they just put a man in blackface, paroled him around to act as if to talk to the children and all that shit. Now that has, I think, largely fallen out of Well, I say largely fallen out of custom. I know of an event like this Christmas where they actually did put a man in blackface for acting as Balthazar. But yeah, that shit is not that far gone. Like, when I say not that far gone, it might be like a 5-10 years ago that they used to do this instead of just hiring a black man to play the black guy in the Christmas representations. Some absolutely fucking insane shit. Again, from back in the day, maybe there weren't that black people around in Spain, so you could maybe, if it was a small tiny town, you could have a bit more issue finding a black guy to play him. So it doesn't have the same story of mockery that blackface in the US has, I guess. But holy shit, there's some like cultural stuff that I've talked to US people about that sadly shocked them for sure. You kind of get used to it because you grow up accustomed to the culture, so it doesn't strike you as a terribly racist thing, because you don't know all the cultures around the world and you don't know the story of all this stuff. But yeah, there's some insane shit. Again, the whole blackface thing has sort of been agreed upon to be a bad thing now that we have immigration, and it's not like the 30s in an insanely poor country in some backwoods ass city that has like 3,000 inhabitants, most of which are cousins or whatever. So not having a black man to play the black guy for the celebrations is a bit more understandable. Still, nowadays, completely not. And so yeah, I don't know what else, what other horrible shit I can talk about my country. Well, I mean bullfighting, but honestly, bullfighting is pretty frowned upon by most people. It's still legal because there's like there's a lot of money in power avoiding that from being forbidden. But yeah, certified European, by the way, I read your message, I just didn't comment on it. Yeah, there's a joke I like, well, not a joke really, but a comparison I like to make to American people, so that they'll understand the difference between European racism and American racism. If American racism, if you compare them to guns, which is a thing Americans are pretty good at understanding as far as I can tell, if racism was a gun, American racism would be like a super high-tech, silenced, small pistol that where you can shoot it, and it's like super nuanced and super high quality and super sophisticated in like ways you won't even hear the gun coming. So when someone dies, you go, oh, who did this racism, and who's being a racist? While European racism is kind of a blunderbuss, it is a lot more easy to notice, and it is a lot less subtle. It's a lot easier to recognize when someone's being a racist, because you see him carrying around the biggest fucking racism gun you ever seen walking around. Like, there's some insane fucking bad racism here in Europe, unfortunately. Luckily, it's easy to like recognize. At least there's no like subtle, the kind of shit that used to do like the Jim Crow era in the US. It's less sophisticated. It's less insidious in that way. Still, there's some horrible shit. That is the kind of comparison that I think is more apt when it comes to that sort of stuff. Do you want to behold this guy together? You sure, buddy? Because I'm not. Where did I get the ropes? So you missed me playing Ready or Not? I mean, I didn't finish it, so if you like it, I can play it. I didn't hate it. I mean, politically, I guess you can understand it's not up my alley, but I am a weapons nerd. Even if it isn't, I believe it is a bit propagandish. But yeah, sure. I mean, I can play it, and I'll probably, if not that game in particular, I still like shooters. How's gun laws in Spain? I mean, they're pretty standard European stuff. If you're a hunter, you can own a rifle. I don't know if you're allowed a limit of rifles, but nothing automatic. I don't think they need to be bolt action. You can have regular semi-auto guns, but they need to be hunting, so nothing too extreme. I think there's collectionist licenses as well, which if you're a collectionist, you can have, I think, it probably requires an insane amount of paperwork, but there's that option as well. You can also have, what else option? Well, if you're a cop, I guess, you're allowed your sidearm. If you're military, I guess you can also have your sidearms. I don't know if your rifle is allowed. And I think you gotta register them, but you can own dismantled weapons, like weapons that you've had the strike pin filed off, and I think you need to also have the barrel drilled through, and I think that's it. I don't know, my uncle has, or had, I'm pretty sure he still has it, has an old Mauser, Car 98, from the military service, I guess, or I don't know, I think he got it from the military service or somewhere along those times. And it was, I think the firing pin was filed off, and there was a hole on top of the barrel. But I don't know if that's a necessity if you want to just have a weapon out of liking to have weapons and not wanting to fire them at people. You resume your Massacre Princess Catholicon game. Here we are, Gorbachev, the Tower of Hyrcania. It's time to get to the bottom of all this. Rush, before we go any further, there's something I need to tell you. Rabu Rabu, a beautiful ninja with long brown hair and a pair of backflips from the top of the tower and lands before you. She raises her weapons. En garde. I'm May, the Guardian of Hyrcania. You look like Link. You win after a few minutes. So strong. Maybe you truly are the one who can end this tower. Sorry, it's a woman. Maybe you truly are the one who can end this tower's curse. I must join you. Okay, fucking God, coming up with names. I'm terrible at coming up with names. There we go. Can't blame me. With in the group, you begin the ascent of the tower. What is an insufferable teleporter puzzle? It kind of sucks because I really like the joke, but they killed off both the characters I did this with already. So I guess he's for the third one, maybe. Maybe this one will stay alive. It's an insufferable teleporter puzzle that takes a lot of trial and error. The blip lol, yeah, that's why with in the group, etc., that takes a lot of trial and error. At least after at least an hour, you finally make it to the top. With the 4 elemental crystals, I can finally... Maldark!
You again. Why did you follow me? There's not much time left. The seal will soon be broken.
Seal? What are you talking about? I don't care about that, I just want revenge. You battle Maldark again, but this time you're on more equal footing thanks to your grinding. The 4 crystals are enemies, and each time you destroy one, Maldark gets weaker. You finally shatter all 4 and win. What have you done? You destroyed the elemental crystals. You've... So I read it on the wrong voice. I apologize. The tower quakes, and pieces of masonry fall from the ceiling. Calls you over to the balcony. Quick, get on my airship. There's no time. You have an airship? You run to a conveniently positioned airship on the balcony. But you're not fast enough. Maldark swings his sword and unceremoniously gives into 1,000 pieces. Man, every single character I name gets absolutely fucking demolished, unfortunately. Alright, well, damn it. My meteor strike wasn't fast enough. The airship takes off just as the tower collapses, presumably bringing Maldark with it. The sky darkens ominously, and the screen fades to black. You can't believe how much time has passed. You put the game down for now. I mean, it's still more to go. Jeez, man. A lot of fucking gaming needed in this game. Alright, I'll play some more Catholicon since I got time. I mean, I hope this is the end of the game and I'm not wasting time that I'll need later. There we go, Massacre Princess. You pilot your fancy airship around the world map, checking out all the cool new places you unlocked. Oh, don't tell me there's even more. Good Christ. You discover Golden Valley, a casino town filled with minigames. You spend some time playing minigames until you've won some overpowered equipment. The best game is the Rabu Racer, and the worst is definitely the skateboarding halfpipe. I ride a Ferris wheel with Gorbachev. At the very top, she turns to you. Rush, there's... Wait, what? Gorbachev is the woman, though? Why is Rush is bright? Well, whatever. Rush, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for a while. Suddenly, the Ferris wheel starts shaking. Rush grabs Gorbachev and quintuple backflips to the bottom, safely landing on both feet. It's Maldark.
You fool. Do you know what you've done? By destroying the elemental crystals, you freed the Massacre Princess Catholicon.
What?
I was using the crystals to seal her for another 1,000 years. She'll be free at the stroke of midnight. We don't have much time.
Damn, but how do I know I can trust you, Maldark?
You'll just have to take that risk. Come on, we need to take your airship to
Celestian,
her evil sky palace.
Oh, goddammit, not again. Fuck. Okay, fuck it, I'm running the joke into the ground. I'm not being uncreative, by the way, I'm being efficient. There we go. Rabu. Come on. Wait, what's the voice again?
Come on, there's no time to spare.
You can't believe how much time has passed. Oh, goddamn, how long is this fucking game? I mean, the game did warn me that it was a pretty long game. Still, didn't expect it to be this bad. Even though stressed the urgency of the situation, a whole bunch of side quests just opened up, so you decide to check them out. You spend time doing menial tasks for peasants. In one quest, you help an old lady get her Rabu from a tree. In another, your party races go-karts. All in all, it's an okay time. Alright. Brother, how long is this fucking game? I've been playing it every day. 3 hours. God. Let me see if I can finish the bloody thing once and for all. Like, I knew it was a long game, but oh, boy howdy. I land my airship in Celestion, the floating fortress of the Massacre Princess Catholicon. There you go. This is it. The final battle. This is the final battle. So you finally come. I must thank you for freeing me from my 1,000-year imprisonment. Spare me the tough talk. What's your plan, Massacre Princess? So, you haven't figured it out yet. I don't know what voice you gave her. You never told him, Maldra. No. You You can't say it. Rush, you are my son. You are a child of the 4 elemental crystals, the ultimate being. The product of 1,000 years of research. What? But how can this be?
I'm sorry, Rush.
No, wait, what was his voice?
Fuck it, whatever. I'm sorry, Rush. I should have told you.
Rabu? Wrong, Massacre Princess. The voices are all over the place. I can't keep track of that many characters, alright? I'm sorry. Rush may be your son, but there aren't 4 elemental crystals.
No, there are 5.
You forgot the crystal of friendship. Oh, fine. I know it's a bit of a whole match of JRPGs and etc. But Jesus, how hackneyed can you get? And I'm saying hackneyed, so you can imagine how hackneyed it is. Gorbachev holds a glowing purple crystal aloft. Its warm light envelops the room and fills the body with a new strength. No, you'll pay for this, Gorbachev. A boss battle begins. As you fight the Massacre Princess, the background warps through time and space. Stars and magnets explode in the distance as energetic anime prog rock plays. Anime prog rock? What is anime prog rock even? Like, I know prog rock, but don't really relate it to anime or Japan in general. Well, actually, there's this one band from Japan. I don't remember the name. Pretty good. I'll try and search the name. It was kind of a humor type band, but it wasn't like super deep into the humor. It was good music with a side of like funny antics. You fools, did you? Sorry, you fools. I can't do that voice anymore. Too late.
You fools, did you truly think?
Oh, that was Maldark's voice. That's right.
Do you truly think that was my final form?
You look at the time. Dang, you've been playing for hours. You have to put the game... God damn it, not again. Gotta put the game down for now, but you can stop thinking about it while you're away. You can't believe how much time has passed. You put the game down for now. Okay, come on. One last go. The Massacre Princess lets out a terrifying screech as her body contorts into some kind of cosmic monstrosity. A black wave shoots from her mouth directly at Rush. Rabo drives in front of the black wave. He dives in front of the black wave, absorbing the blast in Rush's place and exploding in the process, I would assume. Exploding varmint, as the famous tape from Red Letter Media says. The Massacre Princess fires 2 more black waves, this time targeting They disintegrate instantly. Gorbachev. I never got to say...
Surrender, my son. You cannot defeat the eternal power of the Massacre Princess Catholicon.
But you're gone. I'll never be gone as long as you keep me alive in your heart. Come on, Rush, show that Massacre Princess how strong you've gotten. You're so much stronger now, Rush. I always believed in you. From the safe. Rush, I know you can do it.
Rabu. This is it, Rush. Humanity's last stand.
Also, I recognize I have like 3 voices that I can barely do. There's no second chance here. Rush, do it. For me. I can do it. I believe in myself. I have to do it. Or meteor strike. I can't scream right now, okay? It's late here and I don't want to wake anyone up. Rush charges towards the Massacre Princess Catholicon. He's soared held high. The screen flashes and then fades to black. Cherry blossoms drift across the empty screen. So, this is the power of friendship. Massacre Princess explodes into 1,000 gibs. It's not very JRPG-like. Gibbing? No? Maybe. Rush stands alone in an empty screen, his fist raised to the heavens. The screen fades to black, credits roll. Fucking finally. You won, you beat the game, it's over, and yet you don't want it to be. You feel like you'll never be the same again. You wonder. The meteor strike. I get the meteor strike. Cool. Could you perform such a feat? Would you even dare to? You sure you want to go? There's no going back after this. I like it when games warn you before you cross the line of no return. It's a nice warning to have. Alright, you're outside. You don't feel any different. Wait, what? Sure is fucking colorful, though. Oh, wait, what is that thing? Well, I guess I'm sure it's a horribly mutated human, as usual. Okay, what is the... Have I not seen that silhouette somewhere? It gives me a bit... What is it called? A Dragon's Lair armor vibes, no? I mean, the thing that is inside the Dragon's Lair armor. You know, the like weird butterfly looking thingy that goes into it and is all like fleshy and stuff. Anyway, hi Beryl. I can't believe it. We're outside, but we're still human. Sane. It's working. The visitor protects us. He knows. You excited? We're almost there. Moments from making true contact. I brought a little television here to view the VHS tape we found. Let's see. Yes, this is it. From my vision, this is exactly right. I knew it. I knew my vision was true. I'll head to the ritual. Meet us there when everything's ready. I can't wait. Okay, so I guess each one of them gets a different object, and I hope I gave them the right things. because I am aware I could have fucked up with at least with the manuscript. I don't know if with everything else as well. Greetings, compatriot. Shit, I skipped. Fat fingers, sorry. You truly believe the visitor's image to be on this photograph. It's nerve-wracking to look, but I must. Isn't it racking W-R-A-C-K-I-N-G? Hold on, I need to check. I'm a pedantic sack of shit after all. No, I'm wrong and stupid, and a pedantic sack of shit, as I previously described. It's nerve-wracking to look, but I must. Oh, there is something on here. Oh my. It's truly him. A photograph of the visitor. I'm in awe. It's more beautiful than my dream. Very good. Meet me at the ritual site. I have an excellent feeling about this. God, still the design of every single fucking monster. Like the body horror, the grossness of it. So cool. So cool, all of it. Well, what about you, Jasper? The time of judgment is upon us. I don't know why I said upon, but fuck it. I'm rolling with it. Upon us. I hope we are found worthy. Only a few preparations remain. It's time to look at the writings you've brought us. Yes, a manuscript. The final lucid thoughts and observations of a writer who saw the visitor firsthand. Yes, I believe this says...
Yes, perfect.
This gripping, poetic description, it captures the emotional truth beneath the overwhelming sublime. Very good. Please join us all at the ritual circle once our preparations are complete. It is the fated hour at last. What about you, Millionpede? Can I maybe get you out of the way, or? Kind of insane, I haven't seen it inside of my building, considering it goes right through it. How can I get to you, though? Hold on. I saw a monster too, I think, down... Oh, it was... Okay, yeah, it was on the street. God damn it, where am I supposed to sidetrack to get to you? Am I being dumb? I might be, but also the monsters below, I don't know what to do about, but... Oh, okay, that's... Could have been telegraphed a bit better, in my opinion. It looks like it's not passable, but fine. All right. Aurelius.
It's finally time. We're preparing. Oh, I'm shaking with excitement. Within this bag is a painting of the visitor. I know it in my heart of hearts.
Yes, this is his form as seen through the flawed human eyes of an artist. Perfect. The use of color. It is beautiful. This is exhilarating. All right, I'll head to the ritual site. Meet us there once everything is ready. All 4 astronomers have correctly prepared their offerings. Does that mean I was or not? Time to head to the ritual circle and begin. Let me try and get a good look at the enemies, or not enemies, I guess, monsters down here, because they, again, real fucking cool designs all over the place. Really cool, really cool. I hope the game sticks the landing, because it's easy to fuck up. I feel like at least fuck up. Well, it's not easy, but you can do it. It isn't commonly done, but you can fuck up cosmic horror, in my opinion, by over-explaining what the fuck the cosmic horror thing is, which is not a thing that happens often. Usually with this whole kind of like unspeakable, unseeable, unwitnessable thing. You know, the whoever creates it usually manages to keep the inside what, man? The cards close to their chest and not over reveal what keep the mystery intact enough that your imagination does the brunt of the work, which I feel like is mostly what cosmic horror depends, being your imagination filling out whatever the scariest thing you can imagine is. You look up to the sky. All you see is thick, dark clouds above. You look weird, Jasper. We are here, finally. It's time we call out to the visitor. But it's overcast. I can hardly see him. Oh, him is capitalist. Okay, so it is God, maybe. I can hardly see him through these clouds. Will he see us? He has to. He watches from light years away. Wait, light years? Wasn't it like within the solar system? I don't know. You don't really think some clouds can stop the visitor? Let's get this started then. Oh, mysterious visitor, we have brought a manuscript describing your form. We seek to chronicle you, commune with you. Oh, strange voyager, we have brought a recording. I don't know why. It is his particular speech pattern. We brought a recording of you. We seek to document you, commune with you. Oh, great observer. We have brought a painting of you. We seek to see you, to commune with you. Oh, dark whisperer, we have brought a photograph of you. We seek to understand you, commune with you. Heed our call. We look upon you now without fear. We want to do the same. Yes, his gaze is upon us. Blessed day, joyful day, it is time. It is time. I feel it. We will ascend. Oh, okay, well, okay. It is boss fight time, okay. Chaos Quartered. Alright, fuck. Okay, I think it's enough attacking Chaos Quartered. I'm not that well prepared, to be honest, now that you're considering. Oh, hey, welcome back, Turmoil. I didn't notice your message. Sorry about that. I was too enthralled in the horrors opening before my frenzied eyes. You see the boss right now is on the top, but the sprite is cut off for some reason. On the right, like see as it comes. I don't think you can see my mouse, but no, you can't see my mouse. But you see on the right now coming down how it is weirdly cut for whatever reason. Little nitpick. Oh shit! Sorry, bonked my foot on my desk. I guess you can massacre now. I don't know. I feel like if I don't do it now, I'm gonna get my ass handed to myself. Oh, what's up? Is that it? Might have been it. I equipped the very best weapons I had available. An angel, a canonically accurate angel, or what's the name for the? What's the name for Infinity's shape? It's right on my tongue, on the tip of my tongue. Wait, can I move now? Oh, I can move. Sorry. I'm witnessing the Exalted Four. We are so sorry, Tito. We didn't mean to attack you. We lost ourselves and attacked a friend. Shameful. Now listen very carefully. We can retain our sanity for only a moment. 10 seconds at most. We have slowed down our perception of time to make the most of it. You are in the eye of the storm, Tito. Human minds cannot inhabit such an absurd body without coming apart. Like my body or your body? I would assume your body, but I don't know, you might be insulting me. My body is a bit absurd, you know, I'm kind of insanely hot, you know, I'm absurdly hot for sure, you know. But I don't know, I'm not gonna make any assumptions yet. When we lose control again, it will be for good. Once this moment ends, we will obliterate you. What? Alright, that's rude. You will need to run away. You cannot defeat us. I don't know why I said defeat. I didn't intend to. But before you go, ask us anything. This is humanity's last chance to understand what happened. Do not waste it. What do you want to know? Ooh, okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's very good. Okay, what do I want to know exactly? Okay, there's like sub. Okay. Okay, well, let me read the rest of the questions just in case. Where is the visitor from? Space. Where's the visitor now? Space, I think. Where will it go? Well, actually, it isn't now anymore, because I didn't go all Eldritch Monster when I walked outside, which seems to be the norm these times. Where will it go next? Where will you go? Go back? How? How do we stop the visitor? How do we save our world? How can I kill you? How are you holding up? Ooh, is this like a Indiana Jones situation where one of the questions is the actual like good question? You know, like, oh well, all of these interesting looking questions. You just left to cook some food. What the is this? I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure out a question to ask it that will have an answer that can enter my human perception and not completely destroy me, or that I will understand at least. And can I commune with the visitor? Can the world be saved? Can I do anything for you? Can you help me? Like, is maybe one of the questions that is like silly, but like denoting of your humanity and how much you care. Oh man, all right, fuck it. I'm asking. I don't know, man. Oh, this one's good actually. Oh, why am I still human? It might have just gone away, man. I don't want to waste the question, man. All right, fuck it. What is it? It is a blind man feeling its way in the dark. It is Azathoth, the blind. What was the definition of Azathoth? The blind mad. No, the stupid blind god babbling incoherently at the center of the universe. You know, if you know about the Cthulhu mythos, that is like the big guy. It is a blind man feeling its way in the dark. But its touch is corrosive, and it just found us. It's giving us a pat down right now. Ask more questions. We don't have. Oh, I get more than one. Okay, that's good. Ask another. Oh, I'm gonna get killed. Okay, so it is a blind man. Again, mad blind god feeling about in the darkness. Very Cthulhu mythos type. Very eldritch. You know, eldritch god from Lovecraft stuff. Why maybe? Well, if it is looking around in the dark, it might be looking for something. Oh, well, is the visitor god is a good question. Maybe I would have asked, is it a god instead? Is he friendly? Oh, you don't know? Exalted 4? You're... Okay, fine. I think so. I think he is a friend. It's a friend. Okay, so it's not a he. A very clumsy, destructive friend with the godlike powers. It seems distressed at the chaos that was unfolding, or that's unfolding on Earth. It seemed more like confusion than distress to me. I can still answer questions. Yes, we are still good. Maybe I just don't want to ask the wrong question. Where will you go is a good one. Alien life, and I don't know. Can the world be saved? Maybe. Not yet, but if I get another one, that's going to be the next one. I think now I'm going to ask why is it here? It came to us because it felt observed. It came to investigate the gaze. I think we can do one more. Okay, thank you for the notice. Yeah, can the world be saved? The world as we know it is over. Maybe in thousands or millions of years, something resembling humanity can flourish again. But unfortunately, no, we cannot save the world. This is the final moment in history. You should run now. We don't have much time left. Alright, well. You run from the roof, leaving behind the angelic abomination that used to be the four astronomers. Over the course of 15 days, the world as you know it, ended. A true death toll can never be known, but 90% of humanity is wiped out in half a month. The angelic abomination that the four astronomers became, well, maybe I shouldn't have helped them then, are responsible for the vast majority of the death toll. They fly through the sky screaming, leaving death and chaos in their wake. Okay, I was going to speak about this, but I guess it's kind of ideal now. There's also a lot this is also about the SCP Foundation, I guess. But it's a different story that I've been getting hints of, I feel like. Maybe it's just thematics. I don't know what SCP number it was. I know the story is called L is for Lamentations, which was kind of a little contest maybe they did, of like writing contest. I don't remember exactly. Whatever. The story is called L is for Lamentations. You know, there was the thematic of the ABCs of whatever. In that story, the kind of the same thing happens where actually, yeah, it is also for human beings kind of undergo apotheosis and become gods. And when they become gods, they go insane and they kind of destroy humanity. They cause the end of the world by turning everyone insane, or by basically not being able to cope with godhood and or apotheosis. And they do exactly the same thing. They fly through the sky, screaming, ranting, raving. And anyone who experiences, I guess, the gods, or it's four children in the story. Anyone who witnesses their face or hears their chants or screams kind of loses their mind. It's a very good story. Fairly short, as most CP articles are. If you want to give it a check, I recommend it highly. Their victims are siphoned into them, leaving piles of clothing behind. Okay, they don't do that in the story I was talking about. What remains of humanity is utterly powerless against them. They rule over the earth, unopposed. There are some who, in their despair, offer themselves willingly to them. They hope the angels' victims are not obliterated, but rather ascended to a higher state of being. Perhaps they are taken to a better, kinder world, a paradise. Although you have obtained some answers from them before they lost themselves completely, these offer little comfort. There are many mysteries that will forever remain unanswered. One mystery in particular still eats at you. Many completely vanished. On the final night of the disaster, your neighbor Sybil was among them. The door to her home was left open. An enormous hole marks the outer wall, as if something reached down from the sky and plucked her away. What really became of her? Oh man. Okay, I was being serious when I said the not screaming sky. Okay, so there's several endings. Screaming, like, God, I love cosmic horror so fucking much. The madness and the unknowable nature of it all. But yeah, the game definitely stuck the landing. Game by Francis Coulomb, published by Devolver Digital. Yeah, the game fucking stuck the landing for sure, because I was speaking about it not revealing too much, but also giving you a bit of something to go off of, and it did exactly that. It gave you 3 questions, absolutely crazy writing. Yeah, no, they're writing, again, if you haven't played, I'll probably play this game again, because there's several endings, and it seems like there's more meat in the bones. But yeah, no, they're the incredible fucking game. It stuck the landing, as I was saying, because it's usually pretty hard to, it isn't hard to give a satisfying ending. At least for me, because once I know a piece of media is about cosmic horror, is, all the artists who work really hard to help polish assets right up until the launch. Especially Will Althouse, Justin McClure, and Stephen Challenger. Okay. Lumpy Touch work on this. Oh, that's great. Shouting out the game at launch. I didn't know Lumpy Touch was involved with this. I kind of found the game by serendipity, to be honest. But yeah, the game does what I love about cosmic horror, which, end results, ending screaming sky, 11 days lapsed, 5 friends, 20 bosses, 37,000 Send points. Okay. Game mode normal. Multiplier 2 times. Holy shit, I wasn't even trying. Turns out I'm a fucking god gamer anyway. Huh. Here I thought I was over exaggerating my insanely good skills and big cock. Turns out no. I do have great skills and large cock.